Welcome to the Faith Alive podcast. My name is Jordan, and I have the privilege of sitting down with our youth director at Faith Alive Church here today.
What is up?
His name is...
My name's Luke. Did
Is
you know
it
that?
Luke?
Did you know that?
I do know it, I promise. We're laughing because I got it wrong twice in a row.
He called me Trent and then Johnny, and I think he just owned the Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just look at
You're
me.
Johnny now.
Johnny, you had a good run, man.
I love it. Well, it's so good to have you here, my friend, on the Faith Alive podcast, man.
Yeah, man.
Our very first one.
Very first one,
The maiden voyage. Is that what they call it? The maiden voyage. Yes?
I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
The maiden voyage.
Yeah, I'm not good at history, but
Well, we appreciate you, buddy, and happy that you're here.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to get you on here, man, and just kind of talk shop a little bit.
Oh boy.
And kind of hang out.
Yeah.
And get to know the real Luke Richards.
I don't know if the world's ready for that.
No?
Well, we're here. Let's do it.
I love it. Well, let's talk a little bit about your position in the church. What do you do there? And we'll kind of go from there. Let's hear that first.
Well, I've been on staff at Faith Alive since 2023. Started off as an intern and then eventually went full time. I started off in young adults and next gen worship. Obviously, worship's a big passion of mine. And now I serve in primarily youth, and I serve on the worship team as well. And it's all been amazing.
Well, you do youth, but you also oversee young adults
I do,
as well.
Yes. Yep.
And so you got your plate full, my friend.
It is definitely busy week after busy week.
Yeah, man.
To God be the glory.
Amen, dude.
Yeah, man.
I love to hear that.
Yeah, man.
I love to hear that. And if I can just, encourage you, man, you're doing such a great job.
Thank you.
You're doing such a great job. And, man, you are literally one of the most talented people. You talked about music there for a second. You're on the worship team. I think we talked about this before as well, but you've played every instrument that we have on the stage.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Every instrument that is currently on the stage. Yes.
Yeah. So that means drums,
piano. I've only played piano once on the stage though.
clarinet,
Yep.
flute, trumpet. No,
I don't know.
we got a full brass section.
I could learn some of that, just
You
enough
think
to
so?
get by. Yeah.
So I played in middle school. I played the trumpet for 1 year, and I played it because my dad is a brilliant trumpet player.
That's cool.
Like, can literally, if I'm like, hey, Dad, I remember this specifically when I was young. My dad was so very involved in the church where we were at in Minnesota, and they had a full-on brass section, and my dad was playing trumpet there, and I remember he was practicing for the upcoming Christmas production that they were putting on, and I said, Dad, you're a really good trumpet player. I must have been 10, 11 years old or something, and I said, Dad, can you just like play whatever, not knowing anything about music, And I said, Dad, can you just play like whatever? And he's like, well, try me.
Ooh.
And I was
nice.
like, play the Batman theme song.
Please tell me he did.
He did it.
Awesome.
He did it. Which now looking back, I understand how difficult that really is. Like, because he knew the song, but to be able to like put it into your hands and your, that's a difficult thing to do.
A similar thing happened with me on the worship team not too long ago. Trent and I just had this conversation recently. There'd be Sundays where I'd like play like a different riff to like Indiana Jones tag to This Is Amazing Grace.
Come on.
I saw a reel of that and I thought it was cool, so I learned it. I did the Star Wars theme in the beginning of Praise. That one was fun.
What? During?
Not during service.
Oh, okay.
I chickened
Thank
out
you.
and I didn't do it on service.
Yeah,
but
no, I don't think you should.
Next, I really want to do Top Gun. I want to fit that into something else.
Dude, do you realize that like Top Gun Maverick is like amongst my favorite movies of all time?
That is my wife's number one favorite movie.
Is it really?
I think so.
Me and your wife, I feel like, have a lot of similar tastes in movies.
You guys really do.
We won't talk about that.
You guys could be besties.
For sure. Well, she's the best.
Yeah.
Speaking of Soph, you guys are having a baby.
We are having a baby girl, and her name is... I'm just kidding. I'm not going to share it
you're
yet.
not going to tell us.
No, not this time. But you guys will find out in October. But yeah, we're excited. Our first baby girl, and it's going to be awesome.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling about that?
So I obviously I'm beyond excited for it, but I'm also like, as I'm getting later into like as Soph is rather getting later into the pregnancy, like the weight is starting to set, like the burden of responsibility that
Yes.
comes with being a parent.
Yes.
I'm starting to feel that,
Yeah,
and
man.
she's not even here yet.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
in all of this, I am absolutely thrilled.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It definitely, I feel like the excitement definitely outweighs the, that
Yeah.
anxiety that kind of comes along with it, especially in your first one. And I don't know if I've ever told you this, but when my Walter was coming, I actually went into like a shutdown mode. And I'll kind of breeze over this. I don't want to bore you with it, but I remember it took me out for a time where I was, I laugh, but it really wasn't funny. I actually got like physically sick.
Oh,
I
man.
remember, and I remember missing like a day of work. I was youth pastoring at the time, and it was a big deal. And I think it was just that, is that I had this immense feeling of responsibility of, hey, I'm in charge of this child.
Yeah.
And this is a big deal. This is a big deal.
It really
and,
is.
And we got through it, and man, oh man, is it the best thing ever.
I will say you and Jody are great parents from what
Oh,
I've
I
seen,
appreciate
and
that.
You guys are doing a great job, and your kids are awesome. They're so much fun.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, now we have 3 and 2 twin baby girls, and that was unexpected. That was unexpected.
The twin aspect.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's just, well, it's so hard because we went from 1 to 3.
Yeah.
So we went from, we got this because we're outnumbering you, to we don't got this, they're outnumbering
man.
us.
Oh man.
And so 3 is that turning point. A lot of families
Sure.
say, a lot of parents say, where it's like, you're outnumbered. Now you just try your best.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and then we laugh because, for some of the families, I mean, I know Jordan has a lot of family members and stuff like that, Johnny's wife, and you, I feel like after 3, it's just like another one. You know what I mean? It's just like you're already outnumbered, and so you just kind of roll with it.
Yeah.
And man, it's just a crazy thing. But man, we are blessed, and it's crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
So let me talk a little bit about music. You shared a little bit about your about music, and what is music, to you? Because I can see that it means more to you than maybe some people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Or am I hitting that on the head?
I think so.
Okay.
Obviously, I know music has a deep impact on everyone, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just something different with me. It's not noise. It's like, this sounds deep, but this is truly how I see it. It's art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like some people can see a painting and see a story behind it. I can listen to a song and see someone's testimony in it.
Really?
I can listen to a song and really understand what that song is talking about, and even find ways it relates to me in my life. And
Yeah, man.
I think that's why I love worship music so much, is
Yeah.
you hear the testimony that comes from that. Even songs that describe like a dependence for God.
Sure.
That song might have been written from the lowest place of someone else.
Yeah.
The songs of praising the Lord, the songs of testimony, that person who wrote that song might have just been through might have just had the greatest season of all, and they just want to give God praise.
Sure.
Or it could be wrong in all of it, but that's at least how I listen to it. That's how I receive it. And in all of it, God is glorified.
That's
it.
Man, it's such a beautiful thing. And I say this time and time again, but worship within the structure of service at church, it gets you to where you need to be.
It really does.
It gets you into the presence of God. And we were just talking about it on the way here, actually, about the importance of leading versus playing music.
Yeah.
Right. There's a big difference, for some of the leaders and the worship ministers that are maybe watching this even right now. There's such a difference there.
Yeah.
And you can tell. Right. And most importantly, your congregation can tell, right? When they see the difference between, somebody that leads into the presence of God versus just playing some cool songs.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, talent, and I'm sure all the worship leaders and the musicians have probably heard this, but talent can only get you so far.
That's right.
But your love for Jesus, that'll take you so much further, not not in the sense of like success in the church, but
Yeah.
like furthering your faith.
That's a
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it stems with the individual as well. It's never about like, well, it is, but it starts here,
Yeah.
right? Because if we start here, that bleeds into, the people that you lead or the people
Yeah.
that you associate with or whatever, because they can see through that.
Yeah.
I don't think that we give people, enough credit sometimes about being able to see those things. We think that we do a good job of covering up our faults and our, whatever.
Yeah.
And people can see through that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah, it's kind of a difficult thing, but we need to remember to remain faithful first
Yes.
in our relationship so
Yeah.
that we can move forward
Absolutely.
in that.
Worshiping from the stage, from a worship leader standpoint, it has to come from a place of our, like, a place of private worship with God.
Yeah.
Like we try to tell our team and our leaders, come worshiped up, come full so you can pour out.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
that'll change your perspective on stage, or like leading from the
love that.
stage. Yeah.
Do you give them, speaking to that, do you give your leaders or your team members or those on your worship team or whatever it is, guidelines in how you make that happen? So as they come, how are they filled? Do you do that, or do you expect them to kind of?
I know that's something I can definitely do better at.
Okay.
But I know just by saying, it sounds weird, but just by saying, hey, come worshiped up, come full and ready to pour out. And that can look different for everybody. For
Sure.
the worship leaders, that could look like spending time in musical worship themselves, or even just spending one-on-one time with God in prayer.
Yeah.
And I know that's more, like anyone can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that we've been kind of on this kind of this path of 11, right? We turning up to 11, maintaining the momentum that we had from Church on the Lawn, and the momentum in which God is moving through our church, and going to 11. It's hard, when we have 3 services.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. That's a lot for our worship team. That's a lot for our ministers. That's a lot for our dream team members. It's a lot, right?
Yeah, it can be.
But when we have that mentality of like, let's go to 11 in every service. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but that gives me fresh perspective, fresh energy of like, hey, not one missed. We're not going to miss one person, right? And we don't want to give everything we are to the first 2 and not to the last.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We want to go to 11 on every service.
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things where we have to be reminded to maintain that energy.
I know. And even yesterday, I spent a lot of my energy in second service, and,
Yeah, dude.
and third, I was wiped, man. I was so tired, but I was so excited. Man, worship yesterday was just awesome.
It was
so
fantastic.
Good. It was awesome.
Man, we were blessed. We were blessed. The Lord showed up, and man, we could definitely feel it. And poor Trent, he always has to deal with my like, I'm going to switch things up when I jump up there and whatever. But it was powerful, and it was a beautiful thing. And God's definitely on the move. I did want to ask you about something, that maybe not many people know within our church, and that's that you're adopted. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you're okay with it, I'd love to kind of dig into this. I know it's a personal side, but I guess I just want to kind of hear that and kind of your road and the path that kind of took you to where you are. So maybe talk about that and then kind of bridge that into your testimony.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah. So my adoption story. So me and all of my siblings, I have five other siblings. I have 2 older sisters, 2 younger sisters, and a younger brother. My specific adoption story does not look like theirs or maybe my sister Skylar, ours are kind of similar, but I didn't spend any time in foster care. I was not like in that system.
Sure.
But I was born, and I think a week or so, I honestly don't have the numbers, so I might fudge them up a little bit, but I think a week or so after my mom, she brought me home, and I've been with her ever since. And both my parents, Sean and Tracy, the absolute best. They are a huge blessing to me in my life. And seeing their love for us really showed that they are my parents.
Yeah.
They are. And I don't know the reason why I was given up. I kind of stopped asking that question long ago.
So can I ask too, did you have that initial thought though when you got of age, maybe you were I don't know, 10, 11, 12, like maybe who are my birth parents, right? Cuz I would say the same. I mean, your parents now, those are your parents.
Yes, absolutely.
But your birth parents, did you have that thought that
I did. Yeah, so again, mine is my story is different than a lot of other people, but it wasn't until I was like 12 or 13 where I actually like not found out, but realized I was.
Okay.
Because this sounds hilarious, but I didn't know. My dad is bald, so I have no idea. And like I've seen like some similarities between us, but I had no idea.
Okay. And they didn't have like a set time that they were maybe going to tell you or anything like that.
They kind of, and for all those listening, this is all good. Like everything is fine. But I've discovered or found out or recognized it, and my parents kind of met that with, I thought you knew.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Whoa.
That's at least how I remember it. And I'm sure.
Were you the first adopted?
Or
no. Okay, so
no.
what's the order?
Yeah, my older sisters Skylar and Jessica. They're related, and
gotcha.
I came at a similar time to them.
Okay.
Yep. And my three younger siblings.
So
they came
not
together.
long after that.
Not long after that, or a similar time.
Gotcha.
Again, I don't have the numbers.
Sure.
But yeah, it's actually really interesting. My two older sisters, they're related. My three younger siblings are related. I'm the oddball.
You're the only one.
I'm the oddball.
Just you.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's cool. You're
but
unique.
It's cool. It's cool.
You're unique.
Yeah. Let's put it that way. I'm special. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so you didn't know.
Yeah.
They thought you knew.
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense,
yeah.
But you had never had the conversation with them about like, hey, like, what's up?
Yeah. So after I found out, it took some time to really process it, and eventually, my parents and we did have that conversation.
Okay.
Like, and I remember turning 18, I got to see like some of the documents and stuff like that with my like first week of life information, stuff like that. And
were there any surprises there?
A little bit. This part wasn't a surprise, so I can't believe I'm sharing this on the podcast. This is like I'm used to sharing this in small group settings. So
if you don't.
No. It's great. It's just I've never shared this. My birth name is not Luke.
What? I was gonna ask that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is there something that was just like, what?
Yeah. So my birth name.
Come on.
It's embarrassing.
Come on. No.
So it was Ludus. Luidas. Ludus. That was my birth name. That was the name I was given at birth. I promise you, that is not a joke.
Dude,
I just destroyed his entire reality.
I'm blown away right now. Ludus?
Yep.
First of all, I've never heard that name before in my life.
It's Lithuanian. My birth parents were Lithuanian.
Dude, I love this.
Yeah.
This is
we're getting
news.
into it.
This is fantastic news.
You're not.
I don't know why, but it is. Yeah. Okay, Ludus.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yep,
so Lithuanian.
Yep.
Ludus.
Yep.
Ludus Richards, dude.
Oh man.
Do you regret telling me this?
It's definitely embarrassing, but it's like,
why is it embarrassing?
It's awesome. It's like sharing your middle name. It's like you don't want people to know your middle name.
What's your middle name?
Daniel.
Mine too.
Twinsies.
Did we know that?
We did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, one of us did.
Well, I did. Don't ask why, but I knew.
You've been looking at? Okay.
No.
I use my middle name sometimes, so that makes
every
sense.
now and then.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Ludus Daniel. Dude, that's powerful.
Oh,
Lithuanian.
Man. Yeah. But
okay, sorry.
For the record, I love the name Luke. I'm going to stick with Luke.
You're going to stay with Luke. Okay, so we're not telling people to call you Ludus.
No. That is not who I am.
That's not your rap name. That's not your.
My government name is Luke Daniel Richards.
Okay,
there we go.
Okay, so Your birth certificate did say Ludus, though?
At one point it did.
Okay, and then
Yes.
it was switched.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
So you are Luke Richards.
Yep.
That's
yep,
your
that
legal
is,
name.
That is me. And yeah,
Ludus
since
is the
then,
coolest name of all time, dude. I can't get past it.
oh man, I'm gonna have to use that later on, but
I love it.
Just kidding.
I love it.
It's the name I was given, and
Okay.
I gotta say, I love my parents so much,
Yeah,
and I don't know where I'm gonna go from here, but I will say this: it is a huge part of my testimony because not long after, I think a couple years after I recognized that I was adopted,
So this would have been like you're 14?
14,
Okay.
15.
All right.
That was when I was really like hit with that question, like, why am I even here? Like, why did this happen? And I think, and I've spoken to a couple other people who are adopted who have had similar thoughts.
Sure.
Why me? Like,
Yeah.
why did this happen? Why was I? A big question that I asked was, why was I given up?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
and after I let that question kind of sit for a while, the Lord kind of redirected my question to, who has chosen me?
Oh, dude.
Who has chosen me? And back in February, I spoke in the main service, talked about Abba Father.
Yeah.
First off, that was the week I found out that I'm having a baby, which was
Come on.
incredible. I found out Sunday. I spoke on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That was a powerful message for me, man. But we talked about Abba Father.
Yeah.
And in scripture, it says you were brought about your adoption to sonship, or I'm paraphrasing it, but we were adopted into the family of God.
That's it.
God chose us.
Yeah.
God didn't have to choose me. My parents now, they didn't have to choose me. God doesn't have to choose us.
That's right.
He did.
That's
He
right.
loves us. And where I see that in my parents, they choose to love on us every single day. They
Yeah.
choose to love us in a unique way. And
Yeah.
and it's powerful to see where God has brought us to
Yeah.
in all of this. And I'm just so grateful.
Dude, that's
God is good.
powerful, man. That's
Yeah.
really powerful.
Yeah.
I love the idea of you weren't necessarily given, you were chosen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so powerful, never to be underestimated
Yeah.
or taken taken for granted.
Yeah.
Your parents got to choose you.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.
Absolutely.
So you're 14, you learn about all these things. You find out that your birth name was not Luke, which I'm still whiling out about, but so crazy. But then when does the call to ministry happen, and how does kind of that testimony start to play in?
Yeah. So I started serving in church, I think 14.
Okay.
I remember my youth pastor found out I could play
So
guitar.
you were going to church at this time?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I grew up going to a Baptist church, and
Okay.
my youth pastor found out I could play guitar and had asked me to join the worship team, and I said yes, absolutely. Not for the reason you think, not because I get to serve in church, praise God, and my youth students
You
know
want to
this.
be a rock star.
I wanted to be a rock star,
Come on, and you are.
I told my students this, and I remind them every now and then, but it's a funny story to tell.
Yeah.
I did it to impress like the people there.
Oh.
Yeah. So it did not work. It did not work as well as I had hoped it would.
Okay.
In fact, the
Sure.
only person who was so impressed
You're hoping to
with
get
me,
a girlfriend.
I was. Yeah, let's be real. I was.
It
But
didn't work.
It did not work.
See,
In fact,
kids,
the only woman who
Don't
was
go into
actually,
ministry to get a girlfriend.
yes, do it out of serving God of the joy of your heart. Yes.
He will send you somebody.
Amen.
All right.
Amen. And he has. And yeah.
Sorry, I derailed.
No, you're good. You're good. So it's funny. And again, I tell my students this: the only woman who was ever impressed with me musically was the woman I married.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that good how God
Yeah.
works?
I love you, Soph.
So did you meet Soph there then?
I did. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
Yep. I had already been attending there. We met. When we were 18. We met at youth group. We did a youth event. It was called the Day of Randomness. The only person who knew what we were doing that day was the youth pastor.
Come on.
And
That's cool.
that was the day we met. And obviously she was the new girl in youth. And I'm like, all right. But
So were you were just playing on the band?
yes,
At this time, did you have a call to full-time ministry at this time yet?
not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
At this point, it was truly just serving on the worship team, being a part of that. That calling didn't really take place until when we came back from COVID.
Okay.
I remember it was March when everything kind of shut down because I wasn't like the sole leader yet.
Mm-hmm.
COVID kind of shut things down. A lot of things took place, and we came back from COVID, and I really stepped into the leadership role,
Yeah.
not just in the youth, but in the church at the time,
Okay.
like for worship.
Okay.
So, yeah, right around then was when I took that step. I finally realized, okay, I think this is what I need to do,
Yeah.
because I found myself just absolutely loving it. And yeah, it got stressful at some points. What
Sure.
job doesn't? But
Sure.
that was when I knew, like, okay, I think I need to be in ministry.
Yeah.
And spending lots of time in prayer, I knew my heart boiled down to youth because I had a close relationship with my youth pastor, and
Okay.
just like growing under his leadership.
Sure.
And that really brought about to me, like, hey, I love working with the youth
Yeah.
and worship. I love music. I love God,
Yeah.
and I love
Yeah.
worshiping God through song.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Man, it's powerful.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then the
absolutely.
rest is history.
The rest is history, and that has brought me to where I am here, serving in Faith Alive under your leadership. And
Dude, it's
yeah,
been such a pleasure having you, man.
yeah,
It's so, and I say this with a lot of our team members, but there's such a peace that comes from, leading a staff that is so in tuned with what God wants them to do.
yeah,
Right? It's not like it's not difficult.
yeah,
It's knowing that they're right where they're growing, where they're planted, they're doing what they need to do. God has gotten a hold of them and moving in them. I say them, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about all of our team members, and how God has just been so good in that. And I remember when Jody and I first came here, we didn't get to pick our team, right? We inherited all the leadership, and we didn't know necessarily if that was going to jive, right? When you have
yeah,
when you have a transition at the top like that, you never know exactly what that's going to be like.
yeah,
And man, what's affirming about God bringing us to West Branch, Michigan, was that the staff and Jody and I really jived, and like we just feel like it's family.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And we're only a year and a half in, which is crazy.
yeah.
Doesn't it feel like it's been so much longer than that?
It really has, definitely longer than a year and a half. And,
Definitely.
yeah. And I will say, when you guys came on, like that like connection that we all like grew with you guys,
Yeah.
it happened very quick.
Yeah.
Like that from my perspective, we met you guys, we got to learn your hearts for ministry, the heart
Yeah.
for what you guys do, what you're about.
Yeah.
And yeah, you guys were welcomed in immediately.
I appreciate that.
We love you guys. So
Yeah, well, we love you too, and it's like it's such a there's such a calm that comes with that. That hey, imagine if we came in and like the staff just didn't jive with us, and we're like, man, we're just like fighting all the time. We're like things just aren't going well. We're
man.
trying to get things across, and we can't, and we got different vision and all that stuff. It's just been such a dream, really. It has, with the team.
Yeah, it really was not hard to get behind your vision.
Oh, I
Not at
appreciate
all.
that.
Like you are for God, you are for the church, the capital C church.
Come on.
God's church, and that vision, that mission is not hard to get behind.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate that,
Yeah,
man.
man.
And it's so cool to see what God is doing in our church, and into 2027, now that we've shared our vision for 2027, and we're gonna keep it a secret for now, but
Y'all be ready for this.
y'all be
This is
ready
gonna
for
be
it.
Awesome.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good, and I believe that the Lord has great things in store for Faith Alive Church, and for the staff, and so on and so forth, and it's gonna be powerful, man.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be powerful. It's so awesome being a part of a church that just, I don't know, just gets it, and like just loves Jesus.
Yeah.
We were talking about this earlier, not me and you, but me and some other staff members, and I said, sometimes I feel like the church tries to overcomplicate what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's important to have systems and procedures and different things like that. That's important. You got to have stuff like that. But at the very foundation of church, it's, let me love God more. Let me serve Jesus, and let me learn how to be like him. Let me learn from his example. Let me understand the character of God. Let me be more sanctified. Let me move in this way that he's called us, because I think when when we get into the church, sometimes we get confused on which way to go and what to
Yeah.
do, and we need to boil it back down to the foundations of the church. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. And coming into a church our size, I mean, there's no shortage of activity. There's
That's
no
right.
shortage of things to do, places to serve in our church.
Yeah.
And to the newcomer, that might even feel or not underwhelming, overwhelming.
Overwhelming,
Like
yeah,
so many
for
things
sure.
happening. And one of the things that I love that we do is the what's next
Yeah.
process, or
Yeah.
pathway, as we're
Yeah.
calling it.
Yeah.
It really helps us start simple, start at the basics, and grow from there.
That's right.
And
Well, it's so true. I mean, when you get past a certain point and you got so many people and leaders and different voices and
Yeah.
different vision that's going into one, church, it's hard to get everybody on the same page. And that's where those systems and the procedures kind of come into play. Important to have, but again, why are we here?
yep.
What are we doing? Right? You hear me preach from the stage a lot of times where
Yeah,
it's like,
man.
who's loving Jesus today more than they did yesterday?
And I love that you say that.
That's my
I love
heart.
that. I love that you open with that
Yeah,
too.
man.
Yeah.
That's my heart. I mean, if we're loving Jesus more today than we did yesterday,
Yeah.
then we're on the right path.
Yeah.
And God won't
absolutely.
let us fail.
Yes.
And I think that's powerful for us to remember. And the Big C Church needs to remember that as well.
Yeah. Sometimes we can get wrapped up in the things to do in ministry, and we
Yeah.
forget who we serve, and the events that we do. And we got an event this week, back to school.
That's right.
We can honor God through that.
That's
Those events are important.
Absolutely.
There aren't going to be there's going to be some events where we're not inside the church.
Yeah.
There's going to be events in our church that there is no pulpit.
Yeah.
And we're just about serving God's people in a God honoring way.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of people start their faith journey, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's really good. So I'm excited about it. I think that God's taking us to the next level.
I believe it.
And
Elevating.
He's got something. What'd you say?
Elevating.
Elevating. Great word.
Great word.
Great word. So lastly, we'll wrap up here in just a second. But how's everything going in youth?
Really
How you
well.
feeling?
Yeah, right now we're in a not slow season, but it's August. We don't have
Yeah.
Wednesday night services, so
Right.
this has been a great time to for me seek the Lord for
Yeah.
the vision for 2027.
I love
and
it.
this has been sweet. And
When do you go on your work away?
next week.
Next week.
Next
Okay.
week. So
Awesome.
pray for me as I seek God's vision in
Absolutely
that.
will.
And for youth, man, we're in a great spot. The foundations are. I love that they're still being laid.
Yeah.
The foundations
Yeah.
are still improving, still growing, and I see a bright future
I
for the
love
youth
it.
of this church, and I'm just honored to be a part of it.
Dude, I forget that you've only been leading youth for how many years?
2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
Which is not that long.
Yeah.
Not that long, but man,
Yeah.
you have taken it to the place that it is now, and we're blessed to have you, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
We are blessed to have you.
I'm the one that's blessed, truly. I love hearing the stories of the students that have grown in these last
Yeah.
2 years. Two
Yeah.
of them were in this room right now, just graduated, and
Come on.
praising God for their testimonies as well.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Man, well, they have a great leader to lead them,
Mm-hmm.
and could you speak just briefly before we wrap up here? What are some of the things that our students are dealing with? Some of the things that you guys have dealt with within it might not even be some crazy stuff or whatever, but like what are you walking through the group with? Are you speaking to societal pressure? Are you speaking to whatever it may be?
Yeah.
Is there something specific that's kind of, because I guess I youth pastored for 5 years, and that wasn't that long ago. But even the issues that we dealt with then probably have changed, to where we are now.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're finally through that COVID thing.
Okay.
I think COVID really set a lot of people back as far as growth.
Yeah.
Because we were locked inside for
Sure,
2 years.
sure.
Or a year, however.
The
long it
importance
was.
of community, right?
Yes, and that's honestly what we came back with, is the importance of meeting together, and
Yeah.
that's important. But for the youth, I just want them to I want them to know what Jesus says about them.
Yeah.
I want to know what Jesus believes about them, that they are loved, that they are chosen, and
So maybe self-image.
Yes. Yes.
How God sees me, how
Yes.
the world sees me. I mean, we're living in a very digital age, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think we spoke about this just briefly, but that I'm going to forget the name of it now. The Anxious Generation.
Yeah.
That book blew my mind. In the first chapter that I read, I go, "This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable what kids are going through, and the comparison game, and how it's no longer the conversation isn't between me and you, it's between me, you, and 100 million people that are online that day or whatever it is. It can be detrimental to self-image, and I'm sure that some of our students are dealing with some of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure some of them are, and I'm sure a lot of them are. And I just want them to understand, even speaking now, like, God loves you with all of his heart.
That's it.
And he wants you to come closer. He wants you to draw closer to him so he can draw closer to you.
That's right.
And he wants a relationship with you, not just a Sunday morning faith or a Wednesday night faith.
Yeah.
He wants to know you. He wants you to know him.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it's so, the devil knows something, and that's if he can get the young people to fall away early.
Yeah.
He sets himself up well for the future. But the important part to remember is that if they seek the Lord and the Lord gets a hold of them early, then they can change the world. Right?
Exactly, man.
And so that's why it's so important to remember to pray. I'm kind of talking to everybody listening and watching, but to pray for our youth leaders, our youth pastors, our youth directors, our youth leaders.
Yeah.
Just so important to keep them lifted up, because I would argue that they have one of the hardest jobs, and that is to minister to our next generation.
Yeah.
Making sure that they are good to go and that they know who Jesus is and the character of God.
Absolutely. And we just want to see you guys come to know Jesus. That's all we want. It's not numbers on a spreadsheet. It's not people at an event. No, it's people who are going to heaven.
That's right.
That's what we want to see.
At the end of the day, it's there or it's there, right? Yeah. And we need to remember to always keep that in focus.
Yeah,
keep that in mind. Luke, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot for having me, and it's been fun,
man. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
Just having a conversation, but we're excited about that. I'm sure we'll have you on again in the future and kind of keep up to date with what's going on in youth. And we love you, bro, and we appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye. And no one can call me Ludus ever. Please don't.
Greatest name of all time.
Oh my god.
It's the greatest name of all time.
Did you know that that's Lithuanian for bone? I looked it up. Bone.
Dude, you're the bone shaker.
Don't ever call me that.